Good evening, Lisa. How are you? I'm excellent, thank you. Do we have somebody else coming in here? Yeah, David's here and Steve is here.
Hello, George.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, George. Good. How are you?
Good, Steve, thanks. Very good. I wasn't sure who would show up tonight simply because I didn't actually promote tonight, except in the very last minute on Facebook, and that's it. Because I don't really have a guest tonight, so we're just going to chat about a couple of things, anything that you want photographically speaking. And nobody is obviously forced to hang around if they don't want to, for the chat. But I'm here for the hour. Should you need some entertainment,
Cool.
I can't actually zoom out, so you can't see me tap dance, unfortunately, because I'm really good at it. But yeah, I'm going to be just chatting about a few things tonight. So, oh, we got somebody else coming in here. Now, normally, I think Janet joins us on Google, but she's here on Zoom tonight, which is amazing. Thank you very much for coming in, Janet.
I am the voice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't think she has a camera or mic by the look of things. Or maybe she does, just hasn't turned it on. Okay, anyway, I'd like to welcome everybody. And the one thing that I do want to talk about very briefly tonight is next week's guest. And next week's guest is going to be Annette Girard. And you can Google her. She's quite a prolific photographer and designer. So I'm not sure which is her sort of first love, design or photography, but she combines the two, which is the amazing thing, as well as video. Now, just to tell you a little bit about her, she has some gold awards from various factions in photography in Ontario. She's also the president of the Latau Camera Club in Burlington. So, yeah, and she was once upon a time a student of mine, which is kind of crazy because I was thinking about how long have I been teaching photography? And it's been like, oh, 40 years, maybe 45. I don't want to age myself, but okay. Janet just said something here. I'll put that up again. But anyway, let me take that down. Okay. Well, that's great, Janet. Yeah, I don't want to be having you talk at a library. They might uh, kick you out. You don't want that to happen. Are you working at the library or are you studying something? Anyway, let me know and or let us know. But I'd like to welcome you here. I was just saying that I really don't have a guest tonight, so we're just going to be chatting about photography. If you have any questions about photography, anything specific, anything, even in general, any questions, I'm willing to lend my experience in the commercial field anyway. So my background, I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but I started off as an amateur photographer when I was a kid, and then I became a machinist, and then I became interested um, in photography. Actually, I was interested in photography even in high school, but uh, becoming a machinist was, sort of the right thing to do because my father had a machine shop. So I took a course and I became an apprentice machinist, became a journeyman machinist. And then when my father decided to retire, I said, I'm really not that interested in this business. So I got out And at the ripe old age of 30, I went back to school at Sheridan College. And that's where I got my start. As soon as I left Sheridan, I started my own studio in industrial and commercial photography in Brantford. And I liked industrial and commercial photography because it was a rarefied atmosphere. I think it still is to a certain degree. There were only two industrial commercial photographers in Brantford, myself and another gentleman. And we never actually ran into each other, or I think there was only one occasion we quoted against each other, but that was it. Most of my clients, well, some of them were from Brantford, obviously, because that's where I started, but a lot of them were from Hamilton area, even Toronto. The Ontario Hospital Association was one of the video clients that I had. We did videos for them. And even though I started off in photography later on, uh, I enlarged my studio to about 3,000 square feet, and that included sound stages, video editing, um, as well as video production in the larger studio. The studio was large enough to bring a car in, so it was an industrial space, so it had the garage doors and everything else. So that's sort of uh, my background. But interestingly enough, I was only in the business for about a year when Mohawk College got in touch with me and said that they needed an instructor in photography. Am I interested? And it was kind of midterm, and I said, it's odd to be starting a photography course halfway through the term. And they said, well, yeah, we started the photography course, but the teacher that we had left. And so they were kind of in a lurch, and they asked if I could help out, and I said, sure. Um, and to my delight, I loved it, and I went on for another 45 years or so. And I'm still teaching. I'm teaching a Mohawk course at the um, Hagersville Secondary School, and also an online course for Mohawk, which is Photography 1. And I'm going to stick with Photography 1 because that's the one I really love. Um, But I've taught other courses, obviously, at Mohawk College, and that was a lot of fun. But no, here I am, and here you are. Some of my students, I think, except for Janet, all of you guys have been my students at one point, and it's kind of reassuring. It's nice to know that you guys carried on with it, that you were interested enough to be able to go on with your photography um, careers or avocations, I guess you could call them, if you're not into it professionally. But I tell you, the minute that somebody hands you a check, you're a professional. It's hard to say, but that's it. Now, oh, by the way, interesting thing, and I don't know the exact number. I think it's either 15,000 dollars. So up to $15,000 as a hobby photographer, you don't really have to register with the government or charge tax. So, that's for some of you might be of interest. But after there's a certain amount, after that, if you go above that, then you have to register and, do all the government stuff. But, and that's where when I closed my business, I became a hobby photographer, but still a professional because I kept a couple of my favorite clients, and I'm keeping that ceiling of how much I charge pretty low, so I don't have to charge taxes anymore. So that's a little bit of an interesting thing. Okay, now does it? Oh, is my bear crooked? Yeah, here. I got this at the Bradley Museum. They gave this to me, and it's I think I'll turn it the right way around. It's a bear with a camera. And they also gave me socks with cameras on it. But for years, I've been taking photographs of their Santa Claus um, on Friday and Saturday in November. And one night is kids, the other night is pets. So everybody brings their pets to sit with Santa, And we've had some interesting pets. We've got dogs, of course, cats, birds. Um, we've had a donkey. We did have a boa one year, um, but that, you know, interesting. And and Santa's pretty good. You know, he has this little blanket. He sits on his lap, and the dogs sit with him. And actually, the animals are far far better behaved than the kids were. But it's a lot of fun, and I've been doing it for years. And this year, I kind of quit. But I gave him a whole year to find somebody else, and I think they have. Anyway, that's my bear story. Now, everybody ready for Christmas? Yes, no, maybe. Lisa, you all set for Christmas? What's going on here? Yeah, I'm hooked up. Can you guys hear me? Why can't I hear you? Oh, I know why.
Mm.
Yeah, there we go. I got too many buttons here to press in this doggone program. And yeah,
Yeah.
good. Okay, now you can hear me and I can hear you. I think you could hear me all along, blabbling on and
Yeah.
everything else until
Yep.
finally I said, "Are you guys ready for Christmas?" And I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
So, Lisa, you good for Christmas?
I just started shopping today. Yep.
Okay. And
Trying.
yeah, Steve?
No, and I got to work Christmas Day, Christmas Eve this year, so
Ah,
mm,
Ouch.
it's my
boo.
turn.
Oh yeah, it happens that way, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, the wheels of industry have to keep spinning, whether it's Christmas or not.
that's right.
And there are many people who you know and you don't think of it too often, but there are so many people that work over the holidays, and you kind of think everybody has a Christmas day. No, they don't. Like, you know, if you take
Mhm.
people who are um, emergency services, police, even radio stations, you know, they keep going. They have to have hosts and guests and everything else. Although some of them are automated, but not all of them. A lot of them are still live, but there's so many services that we rely on, even sort of behind the scenes, that they have to be working, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess. And it's nice to have people like that who will jump in at times like that, like Steve. Yeah. David, you
Mm.
ready for Christmas?
Yeah, well, near enough. Yeah, I've got all my presents apart from my son's, so I'm pretty pleased with that.
Yeah.
I'm not having to rush out because the shops are getting really bad now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm
So,
sure. Yeah. And well, we've done our shopping. Let's see, did we buy anything at an actual store? Um, hmm. Trying to
well,
think.
yeah, that's the
No,
good
no,
old
probably
Amazon now.
not. I think everything was bought online and not all on Amazon. I mean, we bought stuff directly from the Gap. Oh, yeah. I actually went to Walmart to buy something because they're the only ones that had it. And it was a Lego set for one of my grandsons and granddaughters. She wanted the floral Lego and he wanted a car. And I didn't even know they made cars, but yeah,
Mm.
in fact they do. And the thing is like 1,000 pieces. So he's going to have some time working on that one.
Well, they do some high-end ones. They're around £400-500 dollars
Yeah.
for leather.
Well, that's not the one we got.
No, but it's all motorized. Everything works on it,
Yeah.
so it's pretty cool. But a lot of money.
Yeah. It can be. Can be. And oh, let's see. Janet, are you all set for Christmas? Because Janet's on YouTube, there's about a 10-second delay, so I won't hear from Janet for a few seconds. Um, Anywho, let's see. You guys, does anybody have any photographs they can look at? Maybe, hopefully. Steve, do you have
Maybe
anything?
there's something I wanted to share. Um, Not a photo just yet, but I crossed over to the dark side this week. I bought a mirrorless camera.
No.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. It's how can I say it? It's marketed as like an entry level, like beginner camera, but it's a full frame mirrorless. The
Mm,
price was good. The quality of it's really good. So
mm,
What make is it?
yeah,
What model?
it's a Canon. So it's a
Uh-huh.
Canon RP.
Okay.
So it's they got a few models. I had to do a lot of homework. It was on sale. So that's kind of what attracted me to it, right? I'm like, if I'm gonna break through, I didn't want to go in like head first, so to
Wallet
speak.
wallet
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
mm.
that's right. So because they're the higher end ones, they're up there in price. So, but yeah, thought I'd share that, and I'll have images to come in the future.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. I'm looking forward to that. Certainly because one of the things, I mean, that the whole idea behind this chat was just to showcase photographs from photographers, right? I
Mhm.
never ever thought about doing guests until somebody suggested it, and then I found out, hey, I can get some guests, and they do some interesting work, and they don't all have to be professional. I'm after a few quote unquote professional photographers. That's their main uh, livelihood, and I'm looking forward to hearing from them. But most of the photographers, well, actually, Chris Atkins, he makes his livelihood at photography and video in his travel uh, images. And so does Brian Thompson. Now, Brian, who is a photojournalist here in Brantford for the Expositor, um, he has promised to come back to share some of his personal photography, which is trains. He travels all over the place, even in the States, to take photographs and videos of various types of trains and various um, what shall I call them? Various companies that are train oriented, and they have both engines and cars on the track. So I'll be looking forward to hear from him. He had some really good. This is about a couple of years ago. He had some really good train snowplow pictures. Them going through a crossing, plowing the snow, and it was just absolutely amazing. Um, of course, you have these beast of a train, nothing stops them.
Podcast.
Okay, so let me see. Oh, is that a fledgling photographer I saw, Lisa?
I didn't know if you were gonna catch that little shirt here.
Yeah,
Do you want to say hi?
say hi.
Let's say hi. Hi.
Hi, how are you? Yeah. Hey,
Oh
behind
yeah, he
your
can't hear you because I have my headphones
oh,
in.
oh, okay.
He said hi.
Do that. Okay. So, what's his name?
This is Rowan.
Okay.
Mhm.
I like your t-shirt. You can tell him that.
Mhm.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Oh,
There you
I'm
go.
glad to hear that. Are you going to do some photography with your mom?
I don't know.
Maybe. You don't know? No? Oh, she'll loan you her camera. Yes.
He's looking at me.
He's kind of dubious about that.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
she won't. She'll buy you a camera. How's that?
Might have an extra one laying
Good.
around.
Yeah. Do you have any Christmas wishes? I'm not Santa Claus, but hey, I can pass it
No,
on.
I don't.
Nothing.
No.
Really? That's unusual.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you.
But
Bye. I think he doesn't know what to make of this.
Yeah, he's like me, just getting used to this.
Yeah. Well, you're doing really well. I got to tell you
Oh,
that.
thanks.
Yeah. Just absolutely amazing because I don't think you were really into this, uh, or at least you didn't think you would be into this
No,
when you first started.
this was the first real Zoom that I participated in.
Yeah.
Usually I'll join Zooms and you're kind of a spectator where you get to sit back and your audio is off, your video is off, and you just listen to talks and stuff. So it was fun being on this side
Yeah.
of the Zoom. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, and it's amazing that I know that a few of the guests we've had here, and sometimes I don't always know what's going on in the background, but there are
Hmm.
times when somebody says, "Oh, you know what? I got in touch with that person later on to find out a little bit more about what they did," and that was true for the guy that gave the forensics photography
Yep.
talk, and that was a lot of fun. And I guess some people will make connections outside of this, and
Hmm.
that I'm not even aware of.
Yeah.
So I know that, for example, Annette Girard, who's coming next week, and I mentioned that she is the president of the Latau Photography Club in Burlington, and they're undergoing some changes right now because they're at the Burlington Museum, no, Burlington Art Gallery, and
Okay.
so I'm not, and they still have one of the only working dark rooms that I'm aware of, and I hope they don't do away with that with these changes because years ago I did some. It's interesting. Of course, I've been working with Mohawk for a long, long time, but I also did lessons, photography lessons at the uh, Burlington Art Gallery, and I did for the city of Mississauga, and I did for Conestoga College up in Kitchener. So I I've taught in a few places, and when I was teaching at the art gallery in Burlington, they asked me if I would teach a class for kids,
Hmm.
and I said, "What are we talking about?" Because I think I'm okay for teaching, you know, older kids and adults, but
Hmm.
younger kids, I'm not sure of. And I said, "What do you want me to teach?" They said, "Darkroom." Dark room? Are you you have a dark room? And yeah, they have a dark room with I think they had about like 6, 7 enlargers, and it was fully equipped, um, and probably still is. But anyway, what I taught these kids was a Saturday class on making photograms. And all they did was simply put a piece of photographic paper down in the dark, well, with a safe lights on, and then they put stuff on the paper and exposed it to light, and then they ended up with all these constructions that were strictly black and white, unless whatever they put on the paper transmitted light a little bit or let light through, then they were gray. So yeah, it was interesting, and they loved it. They loved, putting it in, watching it develop, and the whole routine. So that's the only
Yeah.
kids class I have ever taught, and it was like
Well, they
herding.
probably love that.
Oh, they did, but it was like herding
Yeah.
cats. You know,
Oh, yeah.
they were all over the place, man. They would stick their. I mean, we gave them gloves, but you know what? They stick their hands in the developer and lick it, and
Oh,
you know and
on the
I mean it's
shirts.
yeah it's not going to hurt them, but I had a professor at Sheridan who took a like a thimbleful of each one of the chemicals and drank it to show that it does no harm, you know but I think today he's overdeveloped. I think, I don't know. That's my photography joke for the night. Oh, and by the way, that's plain water. Okay, just so that you know. Okay, David, do you have anything for us by any chance?
Yeah, I've been taking some trees and leaves, and they didn't turn out. They look really good when you I saw them in real life, take a photo, and they just look dull.
Yeah.
So what I did on some of them, I used Photoshop, the oil paint.
Yeah.
So you can have a look at that and see what you
Okay.
think.
Let me put you in, and I'll put you in here for now. Going to be guest number 4. There you go. And while we're looking at you here, I'm going to work in the back. I found out how to work in the background in this program. And so I just go to what this is called a preview mode. So what you're seeing is not what I'm doing in behind the curtain. So let me just go behind the curtain here and set things up with David. And you have something for us here. I'm going to drop that in here. And you can actually, if you want to, you can make that kind of full size on the image rather than just, I don't know if you can do that,
Yeah.
David.
Oh, um, not sure how to do that.
Okay. Well, don't worry about it. We can still see the image, so that's good. All right. And now what I'm going to do, let's see if I can do this right. I'm going to go back.
Okay. So, supposed to. Some of them you've seen before. These ones. Oh, I know what I'm doing. This is where I just held it by hand and on the slow shutter speed. There's 3 of those. It was quite a windy day, but as I said before, the sky was a lot of clouds, but there was blue parts in it, which seemed to come out pretty well
Mm-hmm.
on that one. And then this is one of the trees I took. This is with the Photoshop oil painting.
That is really, really, really beautiful, David. I love that.
Yeah, as I say, when I took it outside, I thought, "Oh, that looks pretty good." And then I got the
Yeah,
photo, and I thought, "Oh my God, it looks just bland on that one." So, yeah, I was quite surprised on that one.
yeah,
Again, this was not quite. It's still got the oil, but it's not quite as prolific as the last one. That was, we got evergreen. And then we've got one
Oh,
tree behind us, which the leaves are still on it. They're all young
yeah,
and they don't go. And again, I thought, oh, that's going to make a great photo. And then
yeah,
got it. It's like, oh God, it doesn't look anything like I thought it would. So again, I got the Photoshop and
yep.
just seemed to bring it to life.
Wow. Do you ever make prints, David? Do you print?
I've got my own printer. I do print
Yeah.
them,
Oh,
yeah.
good.
And I
Yeah.
got a
That would be
website.
a beautiful print. I love
Yeah.
that.
I've got a website, so I put them on there as well.
Okay.
Oh, wrong one. Oh, this is the same
Ah,
tree. It's a little bit more, more. This was before all the snow came.
yeah.
It's quite vibrant again.
The contrast in colors. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
as I say, when I looked at it in real life, that's what it looked like to me. But then I took
Hmm.
a photo, and it was like oof, nothing. Anyway, um, oh, and it just seemed to add
Ah,
some character to it. Oh, we had all that the icicles, and I thought, oh, I'll try it. That's the tree with the orange leaves, but it didn't come quite as good as I thought. I thought I'll give it a go.
hmm.
A little bit different. That grew in about 2 hours. That icicle. It was
Oh,
just.
wow.
Oh, this is again at the back. It's a log which has fallen with a lot of moss on it, and there was
Hmm.
this other sort of tree, well, not a tree, a bush on the side. Again, the real photo, it was, this just seemed to bring it out.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Hmm.
just seemed to bring the details out more.
Well, it's nice too because you kind of go from one area of the photo to another area
Yeah,
to another area. You just kind of, you know,
there's a lot to see there. Yeah.
yeah, it brings you right in.
And one of the things that I often tell my students is that sometimes
Hmm.
when you're looking at a scene, don't forget to look at it a little bit closer because in a lot of cases, you might have 3 or 4 photographs within that scene. So once you've taken the overall picture, you say, if I go in closer and I can get, there's just so
Yeah.
many interesting things in that one scene of the fallen log,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
Yeah,
know,
This,
yeah.
I did crop this quite a bit,
yeah,
um, to bring that.
that's
And I
great.
just trying to just taking leaves really, just to see.
Hmm.
But it was a beautiful, bright day, and the sun was shining nice,
Yeah.
and I got a couple of those. But
And the other thing is that when you are taking a photograph of a scene like this, or the scene like the yellow leaves with the black trees,
hmm,
there's a certain feeling that it imparts to you. And then when you get it on the screen on your computer, many cases you don't have that same feeling. And
that's
so
right. Yeah.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
think what you have to do is enrich the photograph with your editing until you get that feeling. Because if you're going to
Mm,
show it to somebody else, you want them to feel what you felt when you saw it. But you saw it in real life in 3D. They're seeing it in 2D and it's flattened
mm,
out a
Hmm.
bit and the vibrance isn't there. So in
yeah.
order to
Yeah.
give them the same impression, you have to maybe increase the color a bit, the saturation, just to give it that punch that they
Mm,
need. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
I think. Oh, this one. This is one I did actually use the oil painting
Hmm.
one on it.
It's lovely. I'm a tree lover. I love trying to capture leaves, but I love what you've done here.
It
They're
just brings
really,
a.
really
It's a bit
nice.
different, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
just. Oh, and this is when I took. This is my last today with that snow, and again with the. This is the same tree. The leaves are still on it. They'll be there till next year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. So I just wanted to catch like the trunk with all the snow on it, and then
Yeah.
the leaves. You got the contrast between the two.
Hmm. With the trees in the background too, like the dark shaded trees.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, we got tons of them. I think so. Yeah, that's the last one. Anyway, that's
Oh,
my
that's
little show.
great.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice, Dave.
Thanks. Yeah, give me something to do. Cold days.
Yeah.
Well, that's one nice thing about photography. There's always something. There's always
Oh
something to
yeah.
do. Like you get out and look
Hmm.
around and
Well,
yeah.
I've been actually going back on some old photographs because I've
Yeah.
done a few courses on Photoshop and like,
Hmm.
and I found that what I used to do was totally wrong. So I'm revamping the old ones to try and make them look better.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, no, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you showed us those because I think that um, not only are you willing to kind of, expose yourself and say, this is what I've been
Mm.
doing, but,
Hmm.
you'll get people like Lisa, who's, wildlife photography and um, her field photography is just amazing. So you'll get some feedback from people like Lisa and Steve
Yeah,
and
which is good.
Janet, although Janet is kind of quiet right now.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I was a bit skeptical about changing the photo too much, but with those ones, I thought, it just seemed to bring them to life more.
Yeah, I think
And
that every photo that comes out of any digital camera requires editing.
mm,
You always have to have some enhancements to it. One of the things usually is sharpness because I think you have to sharpen the photographs up a little bit. Lots of times people take photographs of animals and they say to other people who have seen photographs where the fur and the hair and they're so sharp. Well, it wasn't shot that way probably. It was,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
it was enhanced after in order to do that. But I think that is the kind of thing, the enhancements that will demand attention from the viewers. You know, they can't stop looking at it because it's so beautiful and so sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah. It's good to experiment, I think, as well.
yeah,
Just try different things.
Hmm. And I always enjoy too seeing what other people see. You know, David, like you're looking at trees and you're looking at the leaves, and the one with the log and the bush down on the bottom and how the leaves
Mm.
kind of go up the one side. It's nice to see that what you're seeing in an image and what how you want to create it. I
Mm.
enjoy that. Like I'm majority of wildlife and landscape or macro, but I love to see what other people are doing and
Oh,
what they
yeah.
see through their lenses.
Mm.
So yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Oh, no, you're welcome. Yeah, again, I like the wildlife you do, but I don't have the patience to sit.
Yeah. You
I
don't
like
have to
going,
sit though. You don't, I very rarely sit. I'm
yeah,
always
yeah.
walking. Yeah.
Yeah, we get a few woodpeckers at the back, but by the time I should
Yeah.
have my camera ready, by the
Yeah.
time I get it, they've gone.
Yeah. They're like, oh, there's David with his camera. We're out of
That's it.
here.
Yeah, we're off.
That's usually how it works though with
Mm.
wildlife. They see you
Yeah,
coming, they're gone.
yeah. No, it's good
exactly.
fun.
I got a
That's great.
silly question again, George.
Go ahead.
Uh, how do you share something again? Like what David was just doing there?
Okay. Well,
Because I got
first,
a couple photos if you don't mind.
yeah, no, I don't mind. I'd love to see them. So the first thing you do is you open it up in a program, and it could be like Keynote or PowerPoint or PDF, a PDF presentation, or you just open them up individually. So
Okay.
you open the, are you on a Mac?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So if you're on a Mac, you can um, if they're just individual pictures, what you can do is you can click once on the image on the file and then hit the space bar and that should bring it up and then you can increase the size of that to whatever you want. Once you have
Mhm.
it nice and large on your desktop, then all you have to do is go down on in Zoom at the bottom, take your mouse down to the bottom and share. And when you click on that share button, it'll open up another window and you'll see your image there and double click on that and it'll come up.
Okay, I'm gonna try it real quick.
Okay.
Mm.
I think we did this before and
Yeah.
no avail.
Steve, do you have PowerPoint at all?
I don't think I do.
Because that makes it quite easy. You can just put your photos, and then you can just click, and they show one after the other. It's a lot easy. Anyway, I won't confuse you.
Okay.
There's so many ways of doing the same thing, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to again go to this background magic that I have going here, and let's see if I can get. First of all, I've got to get Steve in here. Assigned placeholder number 5. Okay, so I'm going to. 5. There we go. Okay. Let's see if you've got your image. I don't see it quite yet being shared.
Just stand by. My apologies.
No, that's okay. No problem. We're not on a schedule here.
Yeah. It took me weeks to sort it out.
You know,
Okay.
the thing is about this chat too, it's not that formal. I don't want it ever to get formal. Good grief. That's the worst thing. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh,
That's nice.
that's great.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
another little thing I decided to get into. I wanted to buy one of these crystal balls. You see
Mm.
them all over Instagram, and some of the pictures people take with them are great. So went on Amazon, grabbed one, and this is actually the first set of photographs with my new mirrorless camera.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, that's really good.
That is great.
thanks.
How are you finding it? Much different than your
Uh,
previous?
it is different. Like with me with a DSLR, I know my way around it. I could just
Yep.
look through the viewfinder and hit all the buttons, like changing ISO settings or anything, right? Whereas I'm
Hmm.
not, I don't have that speed yet with the mirrorless. Everything's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So uh with it being a Canon, all the menus and everything are still the same, but it's just accessing them, finding shortcuts and whatever else. That's what I got to get used to.
Hmm.
So let's see if I can find
Wow.
another picture here.
Okay, so on these, your point of focus
Yep.
is like, are you focusing through the ball?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So I used a 50 millimeter macro lens.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So normally with these balls, your images are inverted. So normally that would be upside down, but I flipped it in Photoshop just to make it look like a
Mm.
regular scene.
Okay.
I'll show
Yeah,
you.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
What was your f-stop, if you don't mind me asking? I know nothing about
Um,
like
I, I,
your.
I, I could
Oh, I'm
probably.
sorry if we on that. That's
It,
okay.
I
It's just
believe it was
really.
around because I was in low light. I
Yep.
think I
Yep.
was around f5.6.
Wow. Wow.
I actually got the picture here. I can probably tell you.
It's
Yeah.
really clear.
That
F5, yeah,
is.
5.6. I was right.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's it. See how it's
Wow.
inverted there? This is
Yeah.
right out of the camera. So
Mm.
yeah,
That's fun.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, you're going to confuse people because they're going to buy a ball and all of their
yeah,
photographs are going to be
Yeah,
upside
upside
down.
down.
And
yeah,
and they'll be convinced they bought the wrong ball.
yeah,
My ball's broken.
yeah. Here's a here's another one I could show you guys here. Yeah, now that I know how to use this, it's very easy to share pictures and stuff. So there it is. There's an
Oh,
Oh,
image.
wow.
That's just a little test image. That's nothing
yeah.
Yeah.
I've published yet or anything. So that I shot that last night. So I kind of want to do Christmas themed
Mm.
photos with the
Yeah.
ball. So that way it kind of
Yeah.
looks like the snow globe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
It
yeah.
does.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm going after there.
Yeah, you got to
See what.
throw some artificial snow in there.
Yeah, that was before the snowstorm blew through here last night. Let's see what else. I had another one too. I just gotta find it here. Guess we could look at this one. One more of
Yeah.
the ball.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a lot of, that looks like it's a lot of fun. You could basically kind of go anywhere and try it
Mm.
out and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, there's another one.
that's
So
Right.
beautiful.
yeah,
Mm.
one of the sunset. And once again, I flipped it and made it look
Hmm.
regular. So so yeah.
Mm.
That's
Very
great.
cool.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's good.
Oh, absolutely. That's something else you can spend money on. Go out and buy these balls.
Yeah, that's right. Fortunately, they're not too expensive. I think I paid $24 for that one.
Yeah.
The most expensive one I saw, I think, was $30.
Mm.
Do they come in
Um,
different sizes? Like, are they
yes, they do.
like miniature versus
Yes, so that
bowling
one,
ball?
yeah, I haven't seen them too big. That one's an 80 millimeter, and it was kind
Okay.
of more the bigger ones I saw. I saw 40 millimeter, 60 millimeter. And like I said, that guy there is 80. So I'm going to share another picture. So this picture I took a very long time ago. And David and Jorj, you guys were talking about ultraviolet photography
Yeah.
way back, I think in
Hmm.
one of George's first shows. And that's when I was joining you guys on YouTube back then. And I had mentioned that I have an infrared camera, sorry, a DSLR that's been converted to an infrared camera. So here's
Oh, wow.
infrared photo.
Oh,
That's
Wow.
Webster's Falls.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
out, I guess, what would that be considered? Flamborough. So, or West Hamilton, I guess,
yeah.
Mhm.
technically.
yeah,
So,
that's amazing.
That's
That's
really
really, it
neat.
brings out the trees. It's phenomenal. The
Yeah.
colors and everything. It's
yeah. So this one I took, this was just, I had I think it was a Kenco R72 infrared filter that I had mounted just to the kit lens that was on the camera. So, and I don't know if anybody here has ever used infrared filters or done infrared photography.
Mm-mm.
I've tried it, but I can't seem to develop it to that degree. Um, the first time I tried it, I just brought a filter and everything was just red. And then I couldn't figure out how to change it to bring it up to this level.
Yeah, I can actually, I can't tell the exact steps, but the way you bring it out like this one was shot with the filter as well, so everything is red. The
Hmm.
moment that you take its photo, everything is just
It is red.
like
Yeah.
monochrome red, right? So the trick to getting these photos to look like this is you have to swap your color channels in Photoshop, and
Hmm.
you're swapping your blues with your reds. So you turn your blue channel, don't quote me here, I'm just a rough idea. You turn your blue channel from 100 down to 0%, and then your red channel up. I forget how it goes.
Hmm.
Maybe on another show I can
Yeah.
Yeah.
tell you exact steps how to do them.
Yeah.
So
Maybe on another show, what you could do is actually show your Photoshop and go through it. You know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yep.
yeah, I can do that. So with an infrared camera, if you buy one that's been converted, it'll take photos similar to what you saw there. You'll still have to do some channel swapping and everything else, but you won't get that red monochrome look.
Hmm.
Share another photo here, if you don't mind, George.
No.
No. No. Go ahead.
Yeah, as I say, the first time I took the photo and looked at it, it frightened the life out of me because, as I say, it was just totally red and I didn't have a clue what to do with it.
Uh, and here, where am I here? And there we go.
Hmm.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's Niagara Falls, and this one was done with the converted camera.
Yeah.
So when you use the photo filters on a lens, you have to set your camera up on a tripod and you have to do a long exposure because the filters are so dark. Whereas the converted cameras is handheld. So you could use faster shutter speeds. Like you could see the waterfall there. You can see the water, how can I say it, coming down. It's not a long exposure. So it's that one.
Yeah.
And I guess I can do one more here. So infrared photography, it works well on like trees, flowers, grass. It doesn't look so good on people or buildings.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And it just makes everything look strange. So it's people look more ghostly in infrared. So this one I took out in the desert was another. I tried to get all the cactuses and everything else, all the desert shrubs to see how they'd look in infrared light, and they don't look exactly that good as you can
Hmm.
kind of see there. Even the rocks looks a little surreal. Doesn't to me,
Yeah.
it's not very nice looking, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I think the surreal aspect of it is just part of doing infrared or any kind of specialty
Mm.
photography.
Yeah.
Do you find it affects the sky in any way?
Yeah, it does. So it,
Oh,
or
does
yeah,
That's
it?
you, I
cool.
should say, it. Y- the sky you got to kind of play around with again in
Mm.
Photoshop. So the camera that I had converted, I picked the blue sky option. So it automatically does something with the blue channels
Mm.
in the image, and it'll kind of make the sky kind of look more natural. But
Yeah.
otherwise, with a regular uh, infrared filter, it'll make the sky black. That's usually a
Yeah.
trademark of
Yeah.
infrared photography, especially black and white photography.
Yeah.
And that photo there is of Dundurn Castle.
Mm.
So, and like I said, on buildings and rocks, it doesn't look too good. So I actually painted in the colors on the building there, that gold facade that's on the front of it.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, that's it for now.
Well, that's
No, they're good.
fantastic.
Yeah, it'd
Yeah,
be good
very neat.
to.
That's great. Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to seeing more infrared work from you. Of course, now we're going to have to wait till spring or summer.
Infrared photography. I'm not too sure about UV photography, but infrared, there's only certain times a day that you can do infrared photography. It's when the plants and trees are going through their photosynthesis.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like later in the day, they won't look good. Everything will look kind of flat. You won't have that very vibrant look to the leaves or anything like that. So it's early morning and midday is the best time for infrared photography.
That's interesting.
So, and then certain times a year, of course, fall won't work at all. Or it will work, but it just won't look as nice. Things won't pop as much. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Well, that's interesting because the infrared photography that you're doing right there, I think most people would be interested in hearing about that because it's with a filter in an unconverted camera, right?
that's right.
Yeah, and I think that doing it that way is feasible financially too for most people, and they can mess around with it in Photoshop. I see
Oh
you've
well.
got another one up there, do you?
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, this
Hmm.
will be my last one. So, this is another one that was done with the filter. So, it's an R72 infrared filter.
Well, that's really
This
good.
is tripod
Hmm.
mounted. As you can see, the water is kind of swirling there. So,
Hmm. It's silky.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So, and you could see in this one, the sky is more, it's darker. It
Yeah.
Dark,
doesn't have
yeah.
that blue that the other photos had.
I don't mind the dark sky, I
Mm.
think that
No,
it kind
I,
of enhances it.
Same.
It's yes,
yeah, yep.
it
So
sets
that,
it sets off the trees better, I think. And I like the reflection in the water. That looks
Hmm.
pretty cool.
yeah. So if I actually in the future I'm hoping to buy another converted camera. I'm not going to go with that blue sky option. I'm just going to get the regular R72. So, and I don't know if anybody's familiar with what that means, that number I'm naming off. It's the wavelength of light, of infrared light. It's 72. Oh, I think it's nanometers or something like that.
Hmm.
Don't quote me. I can have all this information,
Yeah.
uh, give you factual information in the future. So,
Yeah. Don't give
so,
me the facts, show me the art.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, fair enough.
Well, they're really good.
Great.
Oh, that's great. Anyway, I think that I'm going to pick on Lisa and David the next time. to show us some
Uh-oh.
of your work so you can start getting it ready. I know for a fact that next week we have an at Gerard, and then the week after that, what the heck? I'm I'm not sure when to take a break
For
or
Christmas.
yeah, I'm going to take a break for Christmas for sure, and then start
Mhm.
up in January again. Um, but yeah, I think that I'm just going to have a look at the calendar real quickly here.
It's Christmas Eve is a Wednesday, so
Yeah.
2 weeks from
So yeah, I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's a good idea to have a chat on Christmas Eve. So yeah, and then the next chat will be on the 7th of January. So let's see, we'll have one on the next week, like I say, but not on the 24th. And I don't think we'll have one on the 31st either, because everybody will be getting into their tuxedos and
Mhm.
gowns.
Mm.
Yeah. So for the
Jorj, I have one image that I can share with you that I just put up
oh,
on social media yesterday. Like
okay.
David, I was going back through some old images, and this is from 4 years ago. Let me see if I can share screens. Oop, now it's my full screen. Okay, share, share, share. Can you see that?
Yep.
Oh, right.
Is
Oh, that's
that
cool.
there?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one I like to photograph down in Burlington at Aldershot, and I was down there by myself, not with anybody else, but the I had lost the sunlight, and I don't normally try and shoot in the dark, but I thought, well, it might as well. You can see in the background, I think that's inland waters and the
Yeah.
Skyway Bridge, so it
Oh,
just
right.
kind of has all the
Different
the lights
headlights.
there. Yeah, but this was one of those images where I, at the time, just was kind of playing around and just put it away into a file and was going back through some old stuff, trying to clean up and make room for some new stuff. And I found this image and I thought, oh wow, it's interesting how photography will kind of you see things differently if you go back.
Hmm.
But yeah, I quite like that. I think I did look at the settings because I wanted to know what the ISO was. I'm a bit of a ISO, well, I shoot in manual. I like to control everything, but I think it was 3200. Um, I did not use denoise on this. I did edit it. I just brought up a bit of the shadows just on the bird there
Yeah.
or on the trumpeter swan. But yeah, I just thought I would share that. It's from 2001, I believe, January.
That's a cool shot though. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
very
it's come
nice.
out, the detail of the swan is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a nice place. All the trumpeters come in for the winter, so
Yeah.
Hmm.
just thought I would review. So I'm trying to get some inspiration from some of my older images to kind of get out and look for new stuff. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you have to get inspiration from somewhere. And I think sometimes you get the inspiration from oh, let's see, where let's see, I'm just going to switch that over to Lisa. There. Yeah, you sometimes get your inspiration from either magazines, or you get it off the web, or you search
hmm
for something, and you look at somebody's work, and I do that all the time. I mean, even when I was doing commercial work, I would look at other photographers' work and say, "Oh, geez, how come they do it so well and I can't do it that well?" But I think that's going to be common for everybody. I'm sure that people look at your work, Lisa, and they're going to be looking at, uh, David's work and Steve's work in the specialty area and say, "Geez, I've never tried that. I wish I could do that." And I think that is an inspiration sometimes, that other people are doing things and you say, yeah, I got to
hmm
get out there and start doing some stuff, playing
Yeah.
around with it, enjoying it. I think that's the whole thing. Enjoy your photography.
hmm Yeah. Just get out and have fun.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
have to love it.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Anyway, we're let's see, what time is it? Oh my goodness, 8 o'clock. So we're going to draw the curtains tonight, and I hope to see everybody here next week, and um, to be able to see Annette's work, and I look forward to that. So what I'm going to do right now is kind of do my wrap up thing, and one of them is when I wrap up. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Okay, so what I'm looking for, of course, from everybody is I'd like to, have you like. If you like what you saw tonight, please leave a like. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Um, and I'd like to have you join the club, so to speak. There's no charge, so you're okay there. And I'd like to thank you very much for attending. And of course, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. And go out and do your shopping, spend your money, buy lots of stuff. Okay.
Thanks,
So,
George. That was good.
Thanks,
yeah,
George.
Janet,
Thanks,
Steve,
Jorj.
Lisa, Dave, good night.
Yeah.
Have a good
Have a
week.
good
We'll
night.
see you next week.
Yeah, sure.
Night, everybody.
Yeah.
Night.
Bye.